Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me no ignore. But you could call me Norte. In a 911, pull off in a Porsche. I ain't never losing sleep on what these hoes say. Just get my good side, make sure that shit 4K, yeah. Baby, I've been serving L's like the weed man. Ain't even signed yet, you could get it freelance. I'm walking in with a bag like I'm in the NBA. Feel like I'm always vacationing like I'm Chevy Chase. Before these shorties come upstairs, I need an NDA. I swear my life getting crazy, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Hey, gon' bust off any day, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me no ignore. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going up, that's why they call me no ignore. Always going up, that's why they call me no ignore. But you could call me Big Drip. I've been busy out here repping for the misfits. I can't promise I won't blind you with a wrist flip. I keep this money on my mind, it get me rich, yeah. Yeah, hey, yeah. I never had to tell a lie to get a bitch, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, jot that thing down to the floor. I've been on the road so long, forgot I had a home. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always going on, that's why they call me no ignore. I'm out in Miami, it's celebrity galore. I got what I need, but I always want more. Always go.
What's that? What's up, you guys? Back on the video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel, and also how you guys doing. And I also want to say if you're feeling happy or sad, then my entertainment should bring you joy. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, you share to all media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. Alright, and also get the PJ Digital Gang merchandise at teespring.com/PJDigitalMildassGang. And I have a promo code too, welcome 15 in all caps, and number 15. And you have to get 2 items for that code to activate. So for this next one, this is every American needs to hear this speech. Alright, so let's check it out.
If every high school principal gave the following speech, America would be a much better place. To the students and faculty of our high school, I am your new principal and honored to be so. There is no greater calling than to teach young people. I would like to apprise you of some important changes coming to our school. First, this school will no longer honor race or ethnicity. I could not care less if you are black, brown, red, yellow, or white. I could not care less if your origins are African, European, Latin American, or Asian, or if your ancestors arrived here on the Mayflower or on slave ships. The only identity this school will recognize is your individual identity, your character, your scholarship, your humanity. And the only national identity this school will recognize is American. This is an American public school, and American public schools were created to make better Americans. If you wish to affirm...
No, this is giving me this kind of giving me make America great again. I'm not gonna lie, son. Like with the whole Trump hat and so, but I was also saying about him saying he don't care if you're black or this color, or if you were brought here by the mainland or the slave ship. I don't think you should say that in the speech. That's it. Because you're gonna make some races offended, offended and kind of pissed off a little bit too. If you say those certain words, because it triggers people to say those words towards people of that race, of that specific race.
Here an ethnic or racial identity or a national identity other than American, you will have to attend another school. This includes after-school clubs. I will not authorize clubs that divide students based on identities such as race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or whatever else may become in vogue in our society. Those clubs cultivate narcissism, an unhealthy preoccupation with the self, while the purpose of education is to get you to think beyond yourself.
No, you're right about that because we have football, we have flag football like that's just for like guys, and then flag football is for girls. But like, why can't regular football be for girls too? But that's because they had that one movie. I think it was called the longest yard, because no, it starred Ice Cube and Keke Palmer. So it was a good movie. So I liked it. It showed like how like she really was like motivated and like want and dedicated into playing football, and then like she talked it over with the coach. Like she even trained for it, and then she became like the first like female like football player. And there are there are a lot of like motivational and dedicated like movies out here that use like that kind of like meaning also, like that like any like gender like could play like a sport. Like that's why we have the WNBA for women. That's why we have like soccer. I'm trying to think. That's why we have uh like volleyball too. Volleyball like is not a sport like just for girls. Like guys, like they have their own like volleyball teams too that be playing in the Olympics as well. So like I just said that he could say that like this school will no longer honor race or ethnicity like for any like subject or topic, but you can't say certain words because what you said about those other certain words that I mentioned already, like it's gonna trigger it's gonna trigger some people.
The school's clubs will be based on interests and passions, clubs that transport you to the wonders and glories of art, music, astronomy, languages you do not already speak, and more. If the only extracurricular activities you can imagine being interested in are those based on ethnicity, race, or sexual identity, that means that little outside of yourself really interests you. Second, I do not care whether English is your native language. My only interest in terms of language is that you leave this school speaking and writing English as fluently as possible. The English language has united America's citizens for over 200 years, and it will unite us at this school.
Look, I never understood like English class like in general because it's like yo we all spoke English. I'm not gonna lie to you, like seriously. We all spoke English, but like we did different stuff. Like it was not just about like English. It was about literacy. It was about like reading famous books and whatnot. I'm trying to think of a let me see, The Catcher in the Rye. No, not the, no, that wasn't the cup. No, not the cup. It started that actress Winona Ryder. I forgot. It was like a pilgrims and Salem like a witchcraft type of movie. But I forgot what was it called. Like it was like the Coven or the Crow something. And like we knew like that's what we did like in English class. Like we also like did grammar. We did let me see. I'm trying to think. We did vocabulary, like just so like we could say like the that word like fluently. But like as time like that was just like in elementary school. Like as like years went by, son, like these English classes became even harder. Like where we had to like understand like essays, do papers on like prompts and like a certain like word statement of some kind. Like that's why like I came out of that English class with a C. Like I was happy. I was lucky too because like I had some extra like teachers and professors that would not like let me slide like with these papers and essays.
Furthermore, I would be remiss in my duty to ensure that you will be prepared to successfully compete in the job market if you leave this school without excellent English language skills. We will learn other languages here. It's deplorable that most Americans only speak English. But if you want classes taught in your native language rather than in English, this is not the right school for you. Third,
I mean, but what do you have to say about the classes that taught like only Spanish, like Spanish class, French class, German, like those languages. Like we had classes that only like taught like that language. So like that part, like I have to disagree with like because they had classes that spoke like different languages.
because I regard learning as a sacred endeavor, everything in this school will reflect learning's elevated status. This means, among other things, that you and your teachers will dress accordingly. There will be a dress code at this school, and you will address all teachers by their title, not by their first name. They are your teachers, not your pals. Four,
No, but I heard. I think like it was like in some classes like some students like if you're like a teacher's pet or if you're like very close with that teacher or professor like they said the first name that's it. Like they said that teachers or like coach like they said the first name, but I can understand like it's more like formal, it's more professional to say like Mister and their last name and whatnot. And like I feel like in my high school or something like sometimes like that boiler room like would not be working, and like it it would be hot at the point where like we had to wear tank tops, like we had to like seriously because it would be too hot, son.
fourth, no obscene language will be tolerated anywhere on this school's property. By obscene language, I mean the words banned on radio and television, plus epithets such as the B word, even when addressed by one girl to another, or the N word, even when used by one black student to another. It is my intent that by the time you leave this school, you will be among the few your age to distinguish between the elevated and the degraded, the holy and the obscene. Fifth, we will end all self-esteem programs. In this school, self-esteem will be attained in only one way, the only way self-esteem can be attained, by earning it. One immediate consequence is that graduating classes will have one valedictorian, not 8. Sixth and last.
So that's what you meant by self-esteem like programs, like by just having like one valedictorian, one salutatorian, like, huh? Yeah, I was not aware about that part, like why like it was only like one person for that position and one person for the other position.
I am reorienting the school toward academics and away from politics and propaganda. No more time will be devoted to racism, sexism, Islamophobia, homophobia, global warming.
Islamophobia, is that a thing? Like that's like is it like only against Islam people? Like because that's the same thing like for like the Asian hate.
Tobacco, or gender identity. No more classes will be devoted to condom wearing and teaching you to regard sexual relations as no more than a health issue. And there will be no more attempts to convince you that you are a victim because you are not white or male or heterosexual or Christian. This school will have failed if any of you graduate without considering him or herself inordinately lucky. Lucky to be alive and lucky to be an American. Now please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of our country. As many of you do not know the words, Your teachers will hand them out to you. I'm Dennis Prager.
Oh, that part where he said that some of you don't know the words. Like, how you know that they don't know the words? Like, you're putting that in their mouth, saying that they don't know they don't know the words. So like, he giving me like one of those like one of those people that is just he basically gave me like a Trump 2.0. Like all he missing is that MAGA hat. Like that's it. Yeah, that's all he's missing, son. Yeah. Alright, so that was Every American Needs to Hear This Speech. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. And also don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We post these shit to all social media platforms. And also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And it's your boy P Digital 21 signing off. Peace again.
We keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at the boots. You know